Hello everybody, PsyStarcraft is back and I am back in shape. I'm feeling pretty good now. You know, I was a bit under the weather and I casted a game that some of you were like, "Oh my god, Psy, don't cast that. You sound like an AIDS virus." But I feel great, you know, nothing, a little bit of porn can't cure. And I'm back with a ZvP from my wonderful pool of replays. I just kind of plucked this one from the flower bed. That is awesome replays, and hopefully it's a good one. It was a medium length game, so I knew it wouldn't be totally lame like a Zealot Rush or a 4-gate or anything like that, so hopefully it's awesome. Spoiler alert, this game doesn't have a 4-gate. Actually, it might have a 4-gate, I don't know, haven't seen it, but it's gonna be a good one. I can feel it, I can just feel it. And you know, I love plucking flowers. I mean, it kind of reminds me of like two teenagers, the guy plucking the flower from the girl, you know, on their first date because she's a slut. I guess if he's plucking the flower from her, she wouldn't be a slut yet, but that's just kind of where it starts because she's 15 and she thinks she needs to get guys' approval by having sex with them. But really, it all just kind of stems from daddy issues, and that's usually the root cause of a 15-year-old sleeping with someone. So if you know a 15-year-old that is promiscuous, you need to tell her to be mad at her dad and punch him in the face or something. Okay, we've got two players here. We've got a Zerg in the bottom left, mouzMaNdragon from MYM, and mouzMaNa. Of course, Mouz is the team that Maro is on. I know he used to be on them. I'm not sure if he is still on them. Pretty good. They are a European clan. I can't specifically say which country in Europe. And mouzMaNdragon, part of MYM. I think that's the team that Artosis used to either like manage or represent or something like that. I'm sorry I don't have enough history for you, but I did just get this replay off of a site that doesn't really have any news or context surrounding these games, but two good players. I'll just leave it at that. Mouz and MYM, of course, very good teams. mouzMaNdragon did go with the gas steal. Oh, and I got my microphone finally got sent to me, my headset. So if I can get that working and there's no static and stuff like that, I will try to do that next cast. Otherwise, I'm not going to bother with it. And I actually had a fan send me their extra sound card a long time ago. I haven't plugged it in yet because I wanted to wait until my new microphone came. But I do want to thank that fan. They were probably like wondering if I ever got it because I never responded to them. But I did get it, and I'm going to plug it in, going to give it a shot, and hopefully it works out. A couple of links coming out for mouzMaNdragon. No kind of fast expansion or anything like that. He did do the gas steal. Ooh, he's moving the Zealot out to try to take out the gas. He's going to plug the hole with a probe. Yep, no, he's not going to, so these links might venture forth, maybe get through. Now this Stalker is going to get done in time. He is bringing that back to kill that extractor as well. Nice cancellations from mouzMaNdragon, and he is blocking it with the probe. He might have to replace that probe with the Stalker once he sees these links come up, because the Zerg player, of course, knows the Zealot is off doing his duty, chopping down this extractor, so he's going to try to push up the front. Might even kill a probe if Mouz doesn't react in time. Might just let the links in. Oh, come on, mouzMaNa. That's just silly. You can't lose a probe like that. You let the lings in anyway. What's your deal, yo? Nice Overlord placement, ready for any kind of sacrificial Overlord. And, ooh, gonna see the gateways. That's why as a toss player, especially on this map, don't put your gateways down there. Oh my gosh, put them up here. There's less chance of an Overlord being up here than down here, or at least put him in the middle or somewhere. Because he's going to see two gateways, and he's going to see a third gateway, and he's going to assume, okay, he's probably going some kind of expansion build. Oh, this is crazy. Not going heavy on the gas. All he got was enough gas for speedlings, and he's saving up the gas. He's not putting his drones back on gas, and instead he's getting a third hatchery. Lots of Zergling pressure is what this tells me. And what this is going to do is it's kind of going to directly... Ooh, there's a fourth gateway. 4-gate! Warp gates are done! Oh, we are seeing a 4-gate. And a 4-gate against a 3-hatch, man. You gotta like where mouzMaNdragon's at. This build is actually really good, just in general. It's good against a fast expanding Protoss because if they don't use force fields right, you can just overrun them. And it's good against a 4-gate because you've got so much production, so many links. A 4-gate that's heavy in Zealot Sentry, however, might still put you in a precarious position just because links aren't that good. But he is doing a great job of denying the expansion, and this is actually a 4 gates into expansion from Mana. I don't want to leave this action here. He does have 2 gateways, 3 gateways, and 4 gateways, in case you missed it. Is running off 2 bays. Check out the units. We've got 24 lings against just 7 gateway units. And, you know, these lings are leading Mana, or Mondragon, to be in a slight economic disadvantage. But he's got 3 hatcheries. Now he's tied. 3 hatcheries, 2 bases, and I don't know why, but maybe that extra gateway really slowed Mana down. But he is... It just looks like he's so far behind already. Ooh, Hallucinated Phoenix. Gonna check out the Zerg's base, see if he is expanding. A lot of lings down here as well. Not too much going down in the base. Kind of unusual that he got a spine crawler when he's producing so many lings. A spine when you have 38 lings, probably not necessary. And 38 lings leads me to believe he's gonna try for some kind of bust, some kind of breakthrough, because he could be droning up super hard right now after seeing that the Protoss is trying to expand. But instead he has 38 Zerglings, hiding some of them down here. He's probably waiting for some kind of misstep from the toss, but smartly, Mana is getting a cannon. Second cannon as well, preventing any kind of Zergling harass on these minerals or anything like that. And, you know, the sentries are just so fearful. As a Zerg, you're so fearful of a sentry when you only have Zerglings, and that's why he's not moving in. In an open field, these Zerglings would probably do great. They'd probably win, but not in a little choke like this. So I kind of think these lings were a mistake. He is still ahead 38 to 29 on the harvester count, a transfer from Mana. And we are seeing Lair still only running off of 1 gas, although he has 3 geysers coming. Lots of overlords being rallied, and now retreating these lings through the secret hallway, as Arctosis and Tastes like to call it. Secret hallway. That's so phallic. Phallic. And he's getting 2 more spines. I don't know what this is. Lots of Zerglings. And he saw the gateway units that were here. 5 Zealots, 4 Stalkers, 5 Sentries. And he's getting 3 more Spine Crawlers. I don't understand this. I'd rather just wait for a lair, throw down a Hydralisk Den, throw down a Mutalisk Spire. Mutalisk Spire, that makes sense. But instead, he is getting a couple of spines. Twilight Council. Is that going to be for Blink? Is it going to be for High Templar or Dark Templar? We will never know. We will once he actually gets it, though. And smartly busting down that ramp. Might as well be busting down these rocks as well, but he's not doing this. Not the best creep spread. He now has a 3rd queen for the creep. Oh, there's the Spire. Lots of lings. It's always nice to get a Spire. Mutaling is really good. You just have to make sure to upgrade your lings. And he's actually got a Roach Warren as well, and he's got an Evolution Chamber, so we might see some ling upgrades. This Phoenix is just kind of chilling, making sure there's no tricky ling play. Overseer, not seeing too much, seeing a Twilight Council and seeing it being chrono boosted. Very unlikely that that chrono boost is going to lead to Zealot Charge. So now the Zerg knows Blink Stalkers. Alright, Blink Stalkers. Do I need to get Fungal Growth for Blink? Probably not. Do I need to get Hydras? Well, not really. That's not the tech route. I mean, Hydras are good against Blink, but it's not really the tech route he's going for. And Mutaling does just fine against Stalkers. Mutas are great. Mutas are just a good all-around unit against Protoss. Of course, if you are going up against sentries with Mutas, make sure to kill whatever sentries are Guardian Shielding. Guardian Shield's so good against the bouncing attacks of Mutas, reduces each one of them by 2 damage. Each one of them by 2 damage. Wouldn't that be funny if I made that my fact of the day? If I made that my annotation, and then, oh, let me check the sound, sorry. Okay, if I made that my annotation and then like I just said it in the commentary, that'd be such a cop-out. Stalker's moving out, and the reason he's moving Stalkers and not his forces, 1, because his forces are staying home, especially the sentries, to force field any kind of ling run by. 2, the Stalkers have Blink, no other units do. You're going to be able to pick off this hatchery, it looks like, and if the lings run in, this is plenty of Stalkers to kill this amount of lings, especially with some Blink Micro. But there is a surround coming in. Oh, this is going to be cool. Going to see how well this Blink Micro does. Surround coming in from these lings. He's going to have to blink down here. Yeah, I was just going to say he's going to have to blink down here. He blinks all of them at once. I don't really agree with that. Xavier's been doing just fine. He is losing a couple of Stalkers. Alright, scratch that. Lots of lings hiding behind those Stalkers. Yeah, I feel like he got lazy. I feel like Mana got lazy and just, you know, I'm just going to click them all and blink down there instead of blink microing, which would have been a little effective, but, you know your opponent has at least like 20 or 30 lings. To move out with that many Stalkers, probably not the best idea in the first place. Sorry, that's not my cough, that's just a scratch in my throat right now. And it's getting worse. No, I'm jinxing myself. 57 to 53. He did delay that hatchery, so it wasn't too bad. He killed a lot of lings, and the Protoss is currently down by 3 on harvesters, 54 to 57, keeping a steady stream of hallucinated Phoenix, and still not the greatest creep spread. I feel like both these players aren't playing that well. I don't know if they're high tier. I mean, they're part of good teams, but you know, you don't always play well, and even good teams have weaklings. I don't know enough about these guys to really comment on that, but oh, that's a lot of mutas. He saved up his gas and minerals for a lot of mutas, and these stalkers are no match. They're gonna have to run away, and sorry I missed that, you guys. I knew the Spire was coming. I didn't realize he was saving up so much gas, and this is why Ling Muta is so darn good, especially against pure Stalker. Stalkers take 4 shots to kill a Ling. They take 12 shots to kill a Muta, so 3 Lings are the thickness of 1 Mutalisk. And that's pretty incredible. That's just so good at tanking. You kind of need Zealots with the mixture. Even though Zealots can't attack air, you really do need them to tear apart those Lings because they do so much better than Stalkers. These rocks are busted down. This Queen is doing a little better, spreading some creep. 89 energy. Overseer moving out. This expansion is done. Taking another expansion. Doing well on spending. Protoss player, meanwhile, just kind of chilling at home. Stocking up. Get it? Stocking up. Ha! Ha! I'm back. Back with the cheese. Back with the lameness. And getting a Templar Archive. So a lot of tech off of 2 bases. And he's kind of forced into that. Just because I think he went the Colossus route. And then he saw Mutas, and you know, you can't do anything with the Colossus. You can't sell your buildings or anything like that. So it's just kind of going to sit there and rot. And he's going to be researching Psionic Storm, which is the right maneuver. It's just kind of unlucky. He's already far behind just from this Stalker mishap. And now he has to just totally reverse his tech and go something completely different. Meanwhile, the Zerg is at 3 bases. Running on those gases already, 70 harvesters, and of course the Protoss has 66, but that's just super saturated, oversaturated on 2 bases. You don't need 66 on 2 bases, not even close. You need 6 on each geyser and about 20 on minerals, so 26 total. Anything more than that doesn't really get you much return. So yeah, 26, 20 on minerals, yeah, about 20 on minerals. I mean, 21 will get you more than 20. But not much more. Each drone you add over about 20, the returns are less and less. So a lot of people will say 30 on each base, and I think that's wrong. I think it's right if you plan on transferring, but I think if you're being completely specific and saying how much is perfect saturation, 30 is completely wrong. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm dying. It wasn't like this until I started casting. I don't know why. That's a lot of mutas though. There are +1. He's getting upgrades on his Zerglings. Almost +2 on the Zerglings. Any upgrades? Yeah, look at this. What's he going to do with all those? I will give the first commenter on this video $5. No, $30. No, $5 in PayPal if MYMMondragon loses this. Stalker's in a nice position to prevent muta harassment. I'm like, sounds like I'm trying not to cry. Oh, this poor Nexus. I don't even know if he canceled it. I don't really care. This is so one-sided at this point. Mana just not playing well at all. But let's talk about why he's losing, why he's gonna lose this game. First off, that Stalker pressure was ridiculous. I don't know what he was thinking. He saw tons of Lings and he didn't do anything about it. This is kind of a fail muta harass. Killed some cannons and some Stalkers, but I don't think it was really worth it. But you know, as a Zerg, when you have 5 bases, you can afford to do something like that. Link's coming in, checking out the expansion, seeing a probe. Lots of probes, long distance mining. Muta's just kind of chilling out over here. Oh, that's a lot of Banelings. That's some roaches. That's a Infestor, and that's for blink. That Infestor is to prevent any kind of blinking, and these Banelings, I don't think he had a specific reason for getting these Banelings. He just kind of could. That's my impression. Zergling right here. It'd kind of be cool if he got Burrow and burrowed that. But anyway, he lost his Stalkers down here. He just wasn't prepared for the mutas, didn't scout, didn't get an observer, whatever. and didn't put on any pressure on the Zerg. Oh, there goes that Infestor. Didn't get a fungal growth off. Here comes the Banelings. Spread out the Stalkers. So many Zones, so many Psystorms. No force fields. This is what happens when Toss don't force field. Now they come. They lose. How do you... Okay, when you see a huge fucking ball of Banelings coming at you, is your first thought to not force field the shit out of those? I don't understand that. What? This guy's supposed to be in one of the best clans in Europe. I am so VM. But everything's dead. I bet you the Zerg is back up to like 160 food or something like that. 196. Not even close. 196 to 69. Banelings moving into the mineral line. Banelings with 2 attack upgrades will one-shot probes with no armor. 41 damage on those Banelings against the probes. 40 life. 43 rather. I correct myself. So even if probes have 3 armor, the Banelings with 2 upgrades will still one-shot them. And this game is over. Mouse GG's. I don't know why he didn't force field in that battle. I'm going to go right back to that. This game is over, you guys. You can, of course, leave if you want. Going to fast forward to that match here and just kind of make fun of Mana a little bit for not force fielding. It's the best Protoss spell in the game. It's better than PsyStorm. It's way better than PsyStorm. I don't know why he didn't force field. There's that Stalker harass, Zergling harass. We're coming up. He's got plenty of sentries. He's got what? 5 sentries, almost all with full mana. You only need 1 or 2 guardian shields out of that. And here comes the attack. Sentry's just kind of chilling back here. He's not issuing the commands. It's not like they're out of range. They can force field right here from over here. No force field. All these Banelings. No blink either. It's like he just panicked. It's like all he knew how to do was throw down a couple slow storms and everything just died to the Banelings. So wow. Not his better day. He's probably hungover from a crazy Amsterdam party or something like that. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Coughing was limited this time around, and of course I don't owe anyone $5 because MYMMondragon won. I love you all. Love you all. Okay, whatever.